Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sketching Taehyung for you guys, and I'm going to be talking through my process as I do it. So the reference picture I used and also all of the materials I use are going to be in the description below. And yeah, let's get started. So I went into this sketch already knowing that I was going to struggle with it a little bit. I've recognized over the years that some faces, when they're at a certain angle, it's just more difficult for me to draw than something else that's maybe like a profile or straight on. But I thought I'd give it a go anyway, and luckily it turned out alright. But you will see me struggle a little bit here. I wanted to leave it in the video though, because I think it's important to sort of show mistakes as well as the good things. So I just started off by sketching a really rough shape just to determine how big my sketch is going to be and just to give like a rough guideline of the face shape. And then I just went in with a couple of guidelines for the mouth, nose and the eyes, and now I'm just sketching in those features. I started with the mouth this time. Usually I start with the eyes and work my way down, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's why I started to struggle a little bit in the beginning. But that's alright. So yeah, I wasn't really happy with how it was going so far, and you'll see as I sketch in the eyes, the face just looked like squashed. Like everything was too close together, like the mouth, the nose and the eyes. It just looks not right in my opinion with the proportions. So in a second I decided to just, there we go, it's gone. I just erased it. And I was thinking about choosing another reference image for this video, but I decided to just try again. And I'm happy I did, because I'm happy with the finished sketch. So this time I did sort of sketch in like the mouth and the nose, but I concentrated mostly on the eyes to start with, which is usually what I do. I don't know why I started with the mouth before, but anyway, so I'm just going into the eyes right now, checking my spacing between them, trying to get them spaced apart evenly, and also horizontally trying to get them sort of in a straight line so one's not up in the air and the other one's not somewhere else. And I just really tried to relax and take my time and not sort of pressure myself into having it look perfect straight away. So here I'm just adjusting the irises so that they're both looking in the same direction, because there's nothing worse than having one sort of looking in one direction and one's looking somewhere else. So I always pay extra attention to that. And now I'm starting on the mouth. I think at this point I still wasn't really happy with how everything was going, but I could tell this time that there was potential. I think before, when I erased my sketch, I was thinking this cannot be fixed, but I just keep making tiny little adjustments, like looking back and forth between my reference picture and my sketch. Sometimes if things look off, it can just take the tiniest little tweak or a line shifting, like the tiniest little bit, for it to start coming together and looking a little better. So it was one of those trust the process moments for me, definitely. So I'm just sort of sketching everything all at once. I'm not really working through this like methodically. I'm just sort of going everywhere, just jumping between like the hair, the jaw, the nose, the mouth, everything. I think I was just desperately trying to like pull it together and have it look good. But yeah, I think it worked out. I quite like how it's starting to come together. And I really, whenever a face is sort of at this angle, I really struggle with the jawline, so I do go back and forth quite a bit on the jawline, fixing it up. I also found the nose in this reference picture kind of difficult. It's always a little tough trying to get just the curve of the nose, so just take your time and be patient and just keep erasing and drawing a little bit and erasing and then just keep trying. I think I got there in the end, but it did take a little bit of time. And you can see me now trying to figure out what's going on with the jaw. And also adding a little bit of shading under there too, on the neck, because there's always going to be natural shadows caused from the jaw and the chin. And I've talked about this in previous videos, but I really love sketching in the details of the ears. And sometimes I've forgotten to do it. Have you guys ever done that? Like, you're so fixated on other parts of your sketch that you completely forget about something and leave it unfinished. I've definitely finished a sketch before and I've like created the ear shape, but the inside of the ear just like is blank. I didn't add in the details, but yeah, always go over your sketch from top to bottom when you're finished and just check everything out and make sure you don't miss anything. I smudged my page a lot while doing this also. I should really move from left to right, but I don't know, my brain does not work in a planned way. It just sort of does whatever it wants. So I just go in with this really dark pencil. I just go everywhere and then my hand smushes in it. Even when I'm trying to be really careful, it always ends up in there. And that's when I get the biggest smudges, is because I love using that pencil for hair. It's from Daiso. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a name or anything on it. But yeah, when I go in really heavy with all that darkness, my fingers always end up in there and they create the biggest smudges on my page. So I just erase them with my kneadable eraser though, it's no problem. And now you can see a huge smudge just showed up there. So now I'm going in with my 0.3mm and I love this part of drawing hair, all the little flyaways at the top. I just think it really pulls it together. It makes it look realistic. And like the little flicky bits that come off the side, always look for those in your reference picture. Like search for those. You can even add them in if they're not even there. But yeah, I love it when the reference picture has lots of little like hair details and flyaways that you can sketch in. Pretty much just search for as much detail as you can and then you can put that into your sketch. And I'm not the greatest at drawing like fur or fluffy sort of textures, so I'm doing my best here. I was just sort of winging it. I think it looked alright. I was sort of contemplating whether I wanted to add this bit in because he is wearing like a fur jacket in the reference picture, but yeah, I added it in anyway. I don't really know how I was gonna not add it. It probably would have looked worse if I decided to leave it out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it at this point. And now all that's left is just tweaking my lines and going over some areas and darkening it and fixing any little proportional issues that I have. And I think I go into the lips and shade them just a little bit more. But yeah, that's sort of how this sketch went. It wasn't a smooth one, but it's always good to challenge yourself. And if a reference picture looks scary to you, like the angle or the pose or something, just give it a go. And you might not get it the first time, but I'm sure if you keep trying, you'll get it, and then it'll be super satisfying when you get it right. And also my favorite tool to clean up eraser shavings are my kneadable eraser. So I really love that thing. I really recommend you guys pick one up if you don't have one already. They're super affordable, and even if you don't think you're going to use it, I bet you will use it a lot. But yeah, I'm just adding a few more touches, going around some outlines, and that's pretty much it for this one. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out actually. Adding a little bit more shading. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I think maybe I'm getting better at explaining things, maybe not. Either way, I hope watching my process can help you guys out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll be back with another one soon. Feel free to leave any suggestions below if you'd like me to make a tutorial on anything specific. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good day or night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!